Hello, hello, welcome.
It's showtime.
All right, thank you for being a channel member. Salute to all the channel members, past, present, and future. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also thank you to those who are subscribed and those who are finding me for the first time. Hopefully you subscribe and you click the bell, ding the dong, bang the bong, all that great stuff. And don't forget to thumb up the video. Share everywhere, including your YouTube community tab.
Get your tea and your popcorn, because this is going to be another good one.
We're doing a reaction video. I put a link to both of his videos in the description. Give him a subscribe and click the bell for him and thumb up the video, because this was a wealth of information with him interviewing the creators, both John Griffin and Jeff Pinkner, and also the director, who is Jack Bender. So Jack said that the creatures are from the last generation of people. Last generation of people, and I'm thinking, okay, could it be the last generation of people living? Because if it's the last generation of people living, that means they're not a century old. And E-Man didn't really follow up with that. So I thought that was an interesting question. It could be a misspoke, and it could be that they were maybe the first generation of people that arrived to America, where from is kind of set in. We don't know. The creatures don't run because they will catch you eventually. They do a vote 2 out of 3 when it comes to things as far as, we put this breadcrumb down. Do we want to give a payoff, or do we want to leave it unsolved? They know the end, but not the details to get there. So they know the ending of the show, but the details they figure out as they go, and then the script gets written, and then like the director, Jack Bender, on the fly may do this or do that, but a lot of it is not set in stone. The story walker, chapter walker will have a bigger role. So I think they're going to use the story walker and chapter walker as a way to reveal a lot of breadcrumbs and do a Deus Ex Machina, like I was saying, as far as Julie. That way they can do something, present a mystery to keep you hooked, and then Julie chapter walk the answer later on down the road. They haven't delved into season 4 and no script. The off-center framing that they do is just a director's choice. There's nothing important to the story as far as that. That's just like a director's choice. It didn't really have anything significant to do with the story. E-Man did ask if there's aliens involved, and Jack's face said no. He was looking like that's the weirdest thing ever. So definitely no. I do believe that instead of it being an alien farm, that it is kind of like a farm where people are brought into from to feed the creatures. The reason why Tabitha and Jade keep getting reincarnated from people they came from is because they're going to keep being reincarnated and brought back until they eventually sacrifice a youngster to complete the ritual that will benefit the entity, it, Fromville, Man in the Yellow Suit. They can actually beat the game, so to speak, if maybe they sacrifice themselves. Jack did answer if Fatima was denied being able to go in the colony house because of a talisman stone. So Jack said that Fatima was going to go in the colony house, but stopped when she smelled the rotten food and got hungry. And then she went in afterwards. So that's pretty much it. When Tabitha was looking at the hospital window, the reflection was Tabitha. It's just that it looks different because they had to edit the crew out of the shot. That's the reason why it doesn't look like Tabitha. It's because they had to edit the crew out of the shot, and it kind of like distorted her image a little bit to where it didn't look exactly like her. Jack Bender is the one who painted the Nkui kids, the Man in the Yellow Suit, and the boy in white in the pictures in Henry's basement. He also painted the Adam and Eve painting in Ellis and Fatima's room in Colony House. He painted it in a way where it expressed the fact that Miranda was effing crazy. Maybe even when in the Fromville, she was like bat-ass crazy. It's according to Jack. So the boy in white painting was based off of a Game of Thrones Bran Stark extra he saw. E-Man asked about the creature of color and other creatures that we haven't seen, and Jack was saying that you don't see the same creatures because the actors have lives, scheduling conflicts, and other obligations. So this is me talking. I think that don't focus on the actor or actress or the archetype, they are all just monsters. If you don't see the cowboy creature anymore, it's not that he's deceased. It's just that they're not going to recast the cowboy creature. That actor just couldn't come back because he had other obligation. In this example, people who are extras, they want to be main cast for a steady paycheck, and they want to have a career. So they don't want to sit around and wait to be an extra to be creatures. So it's going to be issues where you may have almost a different creature every different episode just because they only work with what they got as far as being an extra. If I could go back in time or to give my input, I would tell them reduce the main cast. From is really about Boyd, Jade, and Tabitha. Those are the big three. Everybody else is kind of like their main cast. They're really glorified supporting characters. So I would have just had it to where you focused on the big three, had everyone else as a supporting character, and then had some of the creatures as main characters. That way we could have gotten more information about them and developed them more. I guess the idea of the creatures is secondary, and that lore and information is secondary because the main thing that drives From, according to the creators and Jack, is that it's character driven, not necessarily mystery driven. The characters they're talking about or developing is like that big bloated cast they have. And I think that sometimes it suffers because of it, because for season 3, Christy, Marielle, and really even Randall took back seats. So they're saying that some seasons and even episodes, you may have some characters that are doing more than others. Others are in the background to wait for their time to shine. And I'm just like, well, why not just have it to where you have the big three, everyone else is a reoccurring character, and have some of the creatures as main characters. But anyway, as this me nitpicking, I digress. The tarot card that Tilly flipped over. So according to Jack, it's unknown and it doesn't matter. Whatever you come up with that you think it is, that's what it is. But the actual tarot card doesn't matter. They're not going to address it. It's a nothing burger. The motel sign was there when Victor was young, but not there now due to time and weather. So there's no like actual mystery with that. And even the Maboose neck brace that Henry had doesn't mean anything. It's just they needed a neck brace, and that's what was provided, I guess, by the prop department. Last but not least, like I said before, that breadcrumbs are there, but may not be addressed in the show. So that's it. My reaction and feedback and just the main takeaways. And I'm going to use some of this when incorporating theories in the future. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section your thoughts. Thumbs up the video, share your social media, subscribe, click the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Go forth, do great things, and I'm out. Peace.